and welcome to Oxford's Ashes, a modern-day Vampire the Masquerade chronicle set in the British city of Oxford. Special guest star this week, Acheron's Cajun Burger. We're so glad you're joining us. Awakening tonight is Barry of Clan Nagaraja without a burger, played by Noscavian. Please rouse to awaken for tonight. You're getting hungry tonight. Hatfield of Clan Bruja, played by Dave Breakathon, who is also burgerless. Please do a rouse check to awaken tonight.
You don't know my life.
You would not be able to keep it a secret if you had a burger.
Says you.
Acheron of Clan Zamitsi, played by Tharissa Rave and her burger. Please rouse check to end your day rest. Your hunger has been burglarized. Slip of Clan Nosferatu, played by Vamp_Daddy, but to us, he's also known as Slippery Nos. Please rouse to end your torpor and awaken for the night. You're getting hungry tonight. Last, but by no means ever least, because we associate him with burgers. Roland of Clan Ventru, played by Dead West, and please rouse for the night. Getting hungry tonight. This is not the night to be getting hungry. Slip! Please do a willpower roll for me. You awaken this night and you feel absolutely fine, you know? It may be a little cloudy, a little heavy-headed, but you feel you've gone through the worst of this now. At this point, maybe you'll be a little bit shaky, but you're starting to feel like your old self again. And the rest of you will awaken within the shared haven, having taken shelter, ready to storm the Needle with as much of the night ahead of you as you can possibly spare. Though before you all gather together in the main meeting room, would anyone like to seek anyone else out for a one-on-one?
Above table, just so you all know, I'm at 3 hunger.
I'm at 3 too. Yeah.
Good. Real good.
I was gonna go. I might still do it, but I'm just gonna. Actually, you know what? I'll leave my room, the hunger compelling me, and I'm gonna walk over to Acheron's room and just like rasp on the door.
You would hear Acheron already awake, and you can hear the sound of like almost like scritching, right? Or scratches, I guess. And then just come in.
I'll just like crack the door and lean in without like coming in fully, and just be like, "A quick question: Do you have anything where I could get a bite locked away, or any of you guys? A pantry, as it were."
Well, the others don't have anything, but I do. Come in, shut the door. And Acheron will get up and go to like kind of like a little mini fridge. And inside they have blood bags. Excuse me. And each is marked off, you'll notice, with like the preferences of the coterie, minus Barry. We have bodies in the freezer for that. But in one of the blood bags that Acheron pulls out, she hands it to you, and it says like 23 blonde, 5'8"
Sweet.
model, something like that. You know, like descriptor. And she hands it to you.
I
Should
would
that
look
be
at
enough?
you. For now, maybe I'll pick up something else on the way if I need more. Thank you. You're the best. And I would
course.
just say, I'm gonna go eat this in my room, and just like casually step out, give you like a nod, and then make my way back to my own room, and in private, just like. It's like the scene
like a
from,
fucking goblin.
Yeah.
And that is going to be one hunger that you can slake, because you are Ventru.
Excellent. That's why I was like, I might need more. but that's good for now. And then I'll
Yeah, enough to
reemerge
get
when
us
I'm
out the
done
door.
and go wait in the group area.
Yeah. The skeleton room.
Yeah, the skeleton.
Acheron is working on 2 different projects. Their desk, there is sketches of what looks like the layout of a farm. And it's all very much labeled like someone building a farm. Like, this is where agriculture will go, this is cattle, so nothing that would give away the true nature of what this farm would be. But there's even a spot that's labeled like chapel, but really it's like, for Acheron it would be her place of worship. So this is like kind of being worked on slowly on the side, and then there's another set of sketches, and it is I guess you'd call it almost like an offering in a way. It's sort of this new cup, this new thing that she plans on making for Hatfield, to replace the old like ceremonial things in the Mithrian place. But it is like, to anyone else, right? It just looks like an elaborate cup. To people who are a part of the cult of Mithras, it just looks like a beautiful cup made in the name of Mithras. But to someone like Hatfield, it will have little things, little, small little changes to it that make it very much Hatfield. It's like this very personalized design.
Changing Mithras from being this armor-clad, Phrygian-capped warrior to Hatfield in a string vest. That kind of thing, just depicting Hatfield on the side of this ornately decorated piece. Which, of course, would be the metaphor for Hatfield being Mithras. Did I tap dance
Yes.
well enough for the ghosts to go?
You did. You did, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
I was like, oh shit, she's in trouble. Bullshit here.
Mm-hmm. But we did it. We handled it well. So yeah, I there's plans of that, and like a card for context for like a person that works with rare metals and shit like that is on the table. And these are things that, like, had they taken a moment to look, Roland would have seen on their desk, and that they are like, hands are covered in like charcoal and such because they've been like drawing these things out. And so yeah, after all that being said, Acheron changes into their clothes for the night, something a little more practical. As previously they were wearing a dress, and they will go towards the sort of like meeting area, knowing that we have to be like on our P's and Q's. Persephone would have stayed the night. That way she could drive us and maybe be an extra hand should we need it.
It's worrying when the Zamitsi says they need an extra hand.
Well, it's a good thing we have so many in the freezer.
Yeah.
Anyone else care to seek anyone else out or do anything before gathering together? Very well. You gather together in the quiet meeting room. The still night doesn't even betray the presence of wind or passing cars. The skeleton comfortably stands in its glass case overlooking a luxurious interior that nearly a year ago was an abandoned wreck, until you all moved in, and now Slip has domain that is recognized by the primogen of the city. You all place yourselves in your usual seats around the middle of the floor. As you settle in, is there anything you would like to talk about?
Does anyone need to feed or anything before we go to the needle?
I'm starving. I should eat.
All right.
I could use a bit more as well.
All right. Well, we'll take care of that before we go then.
We don't need to reach out to anyone before we leave.
Who would you like to reach out to?
No one. I was just curious if there was anyone
Oh.
else in the docket that he reached out to. I don't think there is, but just in case I've missed it.
Yeah, I'm racking my brain now just in case. I think we covered all our P's and Q's. We got... we told Pandora to get us permission. We talked to... I think we're pretty good.
Alright then.
Yeah, and
Can anyone else think of anything?
we can always take my my van if we need to go grocery shopping.
That might be a good thing to do, yes.
I mean, at this point, yeah.
I have a herd back at the garden. I would simply need to stop there, and then we can go on to whoever else needs to feed.
All right, we can make a convoy out of it. Does everyone want to load up in the back of my van, or do you want me to follow you? Or...
I think one car is probably
going to-
better.
So the van, sure.
There's been some adjustments made to Persephone, so hopefully you can carry the weight.
I mean, it should.
No, go ahead.
It shouldn't be a problem. It's a commercial refrigerator truck. It's used to being filled with meat, so I think it can probably handle Persephone.
Good. And you guys see Persephone. Persephone looks essentially how she's always looked. But every once in a while, beneath her clothes, you see like things are moving underneath it. Especially like in her torso, there's like almost as if there's something readjusting constantly underneath the material.
Undulating.
Yes, that's the word. Undulating.
Yeah. We can try to fit into one truck, and if Persephone hops up in the back and that bitch starts screaming, we'll take a second car.
We'll see what happens. Come on.
Just before you set out, slip on your earpiece on the private frequency that only you can hear. You hear, boss, the boys, we're losing boys. We didn't notice until we were surrounded. The voice stops suddenly, as only the sounds of pain, pommeling, and the dropping of guns fills the line until it goes silent. At that moment, Slip, you feel a strange sensation in your skull. An image of the Scourge, conveying to you the will to enter into the Haven.
Well, the men to come in.
Wait, wait, the Watchman tried to stop the Scourge and he's bodying? That's hilarious.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
That's crazy. We're either under attack or we have a guest at the door. I can't tell. But I think we're under attack.
Okay.
Well, should we go help? I like stand up and
I
like
don't-
I'm flexing slightly.
I don't fucking
You
know.
hear the
I
sound of the
don't-
doors being smashed in,
Uh,
and the sound of the Scourge marching towards you. It leaps over the barrier and jumps into the middle of the floor, landing on the coffee table, smashing it into pieces.
You mean the lead
It
coffin
looks-
table?
No, you replaced it with another coffee table.
Did we?
No,
Yeah.
we left the
There's-
coffin there.
I
It's
thought
fine.
Endymion replaced it with a regular coffee table.
that's the main.
Oh.
That's like the main foyer / waiting room area. Doesn't matter.
This is our like.
The
little-
Scourge can break
yeah.
whatever he wants, probably. Let's be honest.
I
And
think
slip.
Acheron is just like manners. Not a single one.
Good night.
The Scourge looks straight into your eye
Hi.
and conveys to you the need to get to safety. There's no one in the Camarilla or Anarchs that can offer you safe haven. You can only hope for clandestine meetings. You're not being hunted by the Camarilla. You are being hunted by the Second Inquisition. Camarilla cannot help you. They have decided to stay silent. Though on an individual level you may be able to seek out help. The spotlight is on you, but no one else wants to be in that spotlight. They hope that when you are found dead, the SI will leave the city.
They are hunting me as an individual?
Mm-hmm. This is the result of your messy critical from last week.
Yeah.
Slay. What's going on?
Yeah. I'm on the don't fly list.
How much time do we have?
You guys have all the time in the world. It's me, not you.
Well, that's not what I asked you, is it? How much time do we
So
have?
I'm
At that point,
not a
you hear the
lot.
sound of a very large truck pulling up outside. Thanks to the broken doors, you are easily able to hear it as soldiers march outside of it and you hear windows being smashed.
You know, maybe
The
we should take
Scourge
this convo to the
turns to
basement.
slip, and then you see the image of the SI pumping red gas inside. He offers to buy you time so you can get out either a back way or an escape tunnel before it is discovered.
Well,
We could do.
Everyone,
Go ahead.
everyone come with me. They literally can't go through the labyrinth. The gas will eventually, but we can use an oubliette from the labyrinth to get everyone, including the Scourge, out. No one needs to die right here, right now. Let's go.
Field gives finger guns.
Yeah, we move and groove.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm mad. I really would like to set this place on fire. It's fine. We go. We
I
move.
told you
We're
that
moving.
I can. There's munitions. I can blow this bitch up.
Yeah, we got a big
Let's-
red button,
let's-
don't we?
Oh yeah, remember I bought all those explosives?
Yeah, thank God you did that.
When Slip tried to sell them, and then I was the buyer, and I gave them to Slip.
I was there.
We're walking. We're walking as we're talking. By the way, we're moving.
Yeah.
None of this is said standing still.
Yeah.
As you're leaving, you know the Scourge will have heard this, and you just get this communication to you, Slip, of don't escalate. You're in enough trouble.
Don't blow the bitch. Got it. All right. Still slipping out the back.
We fucking go, yeah. But Acheron is
I'll
like,
lead everyone to the labyrinth, in particular. Won't stop the gas, but it'll buy time for the agents.
Yep, you're making your way out, and you'll be able to navigate the labyrinth. As you do so, Slip, you'll start to get flashes of memory of Ardala and the Scourge, from her turning, and despite his stoic silence, he did care for her. He guided her. The memories of her first feeding, protecting her in Elysium from the forked-tongued patrons inside, to their dances, the start of Ardala's sword training, night after night spent with her sire, dancing elegantly through the night, at first. And the pride she felt, the pride he felt when he presented her with her sword. Pain, an arm lost, no scream, just pride. Proud of what Ardala is, has become, and will go on to. The Scourge gladly gives his own life, though his final thought, before the cold nothing envelops him, is of happiness, of pride in Ardala, and then a final soul-shattering scream of despair that he will never get to see the powerful kindred he knows she will become.
Jesus Christ. Right. We're running through the The labyrinth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
takes you guys to the core of the labyrinth where, like, he actually sleeps for the night. No one's been here yet.
Oh.
It is a mess of, like, fucking Windows 93. And, like, it's a hotbed mess. A lot of external
Yeah.
hard drives. There's a workstation with some half-finished bullshit on it. There's a fireproof safe that he goes over and starts opening. Don't touch anything, half the shit will blow up. Let me get my shit and we'll get out of here.
Why?
Hatfield, could you grab that big magnet there and just start running it over everything, please?
Gotcha.
All right. How did they find this place?
I couldn't fucking tell you. Second Inquisition. They could have drones. They could have found something I did online. Don't know.
All right. Well, it's a good thing I keep all my favorite things with me. And he did want us to blow up the house. We would have taken a bunch of agents out.
Yeah, he told us not to.
I mean, I guess if they think they
Whoops.
flushed us out and got away with it, they're not going to keep looking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Shiv, would I be able to roll to see if I would have been able to run to the kitchen real quick, grab something, and follow everyone else down?
Do you have celerity?
No, I mean this would have been before we started going, but would I be able to like react that quick enough for that? Like, I don't want to run back up now, but it occurred to me.
I'm just trying to think of the role that I can give you. I would like you to do for me
Dexterity, athletics,
wits and awareness.
wits and awareness. Okay. And I will. What else for that? I'm getting hungry. Oh. Four successes.
Right.
Yeah, I think four
Okay.
success, you'll be able to do that. Yeah.
Barry grabs his cookbook.
Yeah. And if anyone else wants to grab a loved item before you go, wits and awareness.
All my loved items on me.
Yeah, Hatfield still lives out of that backpack.
For you, Akron, are there anyone else's loved items that you want to take with you?
No, it pains me to do, but no, we leave it.
Okay.
Red mist is not to be fucked with. If it was just humans, then it'd be a different story, but the red mist is not a joke.
Very well. And you'll be able to descend down, and I don't even think you'll need to roll to find an oubliette door. This is as safe as place as you can get. So you'll be able to enter into an oubliette.
Yeah.
And as you do so, what would you like to talk about?
Back at the safe, Slip grabbed a bunch of personal effects and put them in a carrying case, his field bag. He grabbed the sealed envelope, a bloody bandana, a couple of other empty bag of corn chips, a couple of other random bullshit knickknacks. For some reason, shoved them away in his side bag and then down the oubliette. Okay, I'm still in the mood to hit the needle, but I may need to depart afterwards. You all still have personal havens and such, right?
I do, yeah.
Well, I guess you're couch crashing, boy.
Hey, I mean, you know
Yeah.
what? These things happen.
Yeah. I will, after this, see if the Warren is still in use, and if not, I don't know. Maybe I'll set up in the oubliette, lay low for a couple decades.
Let us see where the night takes us.
Yes.
You might have to do more than that by the end.
I might just die tonight. That would be pretty. Oh god, I'm so weary.
That would be a lot. Let's maybe not go that far, you know? That would be
My
a
body,
lot.
my choice. I'll kick open a door.
Incredible.
Roll for oubliette.
Jesus, what am I doing?
I don't know. I'd
What is-
like to.
What is my life?
And where is it you're trying to go?
Somewhere near the needle, where we could stage and plan a little better. That is not the front fucking door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as you walk through this dank, damp tunnel, moss growing on side, but safe. It almost gives you all a feeling that you can keep going despite the losses. And as you reach the end and climb up, first of all, I would like you all to have 2 free willpower back, but do not exceed your maximum willpower.
Interesting.
And then, second of all, you open the sewer-like lid and find yourself out on one of the many streets of Oxford. Fortunately for you, a very quiet street. All that you can see is a car waiting for you. Its door open. Slip, you recognize the man who has opened the door for you as a man who came by recently who was very interested in your fragment of nod. What would you all like to do?
I look to Slip with a brow up.
What's the plan, Mr. Big Slip?
See what this Jagoff's doing parked here where we popped out randomly.
Hey, it's a bit convenient.
Yeah. Walk over and tap on the window.
I mean, the door is open.
Tap on the window.
He's waiting. He's
Okay,
waiting
fair
for us to
enough.
get in.
Just
Just
get
for
in.
us.
Just get in the fucking car. Just get in.
All right.
Stranger danger.
Sliding.
I was in your house last week.
Was
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Didn't see
yeah.
ya.
Yeah.
I slide in the car. Come on, Hatfield.
Yeah, I do come in the car.
And he'll ignite the engine. The car will start driving off through the night. You know, you're lucky I found you first.
Oh.
Yeah.
You literally have the SI hunting you down.
Yeah.
You know, I noticed that.
Hmm.
I'm glad
That's
you
not great.
noticed that. How
It's not
did you
great.
plan to get around the city with the entire Second Inquisition of the city chasing you?
Same way I
Carefully.
got here, Jagoff. I'm the keeper of the oubliette.
Nod, nod, nod.
Well, I was able to find out where you were going to be. Don't you think they would too?
Yeah, how'd you do
How
that?
did you do that?
My employer.
Who's your employer?
You are on your way to meet him right now.
Sure, that may as well happen.
Okay.
Hmm.
But yeah, I have no control over people just waiting for me where I pop out at random. So you're right. Not a lot
It
I
was
can do with that.
predicted.
By
My employer.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome. Let's go talk to Magic
Now.
Man.
Before we arrived there,
Uh-huh.
do any of you have phones or any other mobile communication devices on you?
No, I think that, like, the instant that, like, Slip was like SI's here, red mist involved, and like
Yeah.
obviously seeing this, like Acheron would have just shattered their phone in their hand, so they just there's nothing left.
Seeing, I would like tentatively pull out mine, just kind of hold it up, undamaged.
I broke mine last week, but I've got a laptop.
Hand is it's like instantly out. It's like phone here, laptop here. Now, I've only got one hand on the car. Do you want to live or do you want to hold on to him?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
moment of
my
like digging
phone.
around in the backpack. I'm
Yeah.
like, do I still have that brick? I don't remember.
I'll pass
Do
that.
anything.
I'll pass
Gotta
that
be
man
here
my
somewhere.
I'll pass this man my laptop battery, but not the laptop.
And he'll do that dad thing where he's like snapping his fingers after he realizes the battery's like, nope, laptop, come on now,
Oh,
laptop,
fucking. All right, fine, here.
laptop. And as soon as you do, it's just straight out the window.
Amazing.
Phone.
No, my dick
Phone.
pics.
Everything straight out the window.
No, they're gone. I'll make
Sign
more.
regretfully.
It's fine.
I'm like, how will I be able to check my
Look,
generic?
Someone might find your dick pics and think that they've just found an actor from the Isle of Wight. Get over it.
I am
You know, I would have thought there was some more secure ways to dispose of that crap than just
There
yeet.
certainly is.
I'm not interested in disposing of it too badly. More interested in not being tracked.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but okay. You know what?
Whoa.
I'm not.
Whoa.
I mean, one of us is literally being tracked right now by the Second Inquisition, while the rest of us isn't.
I mean,
So-
following your own words, what makes you think we're not going to get there and they're not waiting for us with your employer?
Because my employer would not work with the Second Inquisition.
I don't either, but they showed up at my house. What the fuck?
Well, you obviously were stupid.
Hey, as this guy's talking shit to Slip, and I'm looking at him,
Yeah.
is there any indication of clan association or anything like that? You know?
You don't even need to roll for this. This guy is a ghoul.
Yes.
You
But
know,
what I'm trying to find out is
you
there,
assume
like,
he is a ghoul. But
yes.
I mean, here's the thing.
yeah, there's no way of being able to, from the outside judge what clan.
Well, because
he's
it's
ghoul
like
to,
I'm
sadly.
looking at him, I'm looking at the car we're in, almost like, for example, like a Ventru sends their ghoul out to you. They're not sending the ghoul in a fucking hoopty. You know what I mean? They're gonna send top of the line type of shit, right? And so I guess that's what I'm trying. I'm like inferring things like that, like who would send someone like this, a ghoul, to us, and know where we're gonna be. He said that it was foreseen, so of course I'm like, is it Malkavian?
I don't
like,
think
there's
you have enough
thoughts.
information there to do a roll to give you any extra information than you already have, if that makes sense.
Okay.
If you
alright.
were successful on a roll, all I'm going to do is sit here and tell you what you already can extract. This could be La
Yeah.
Sombra, this could be Ventru. It's probably not Nosferatu, but it might be. It could be a Toreador. Basically, it's kindred.
Yeah. Mr.
Disappointing.
Big Slip is not stupid. The Second Inquisition, just got lucky. It
It's
happens.
usually how it goes.
Yeah.
This is the first time in about 20 years I've had kindred in my car where I've asked for a phone or communication device and I get something.
Okay. What era are you used to living in?
Well, this one now. What
Yeah.
era are you used to living in?
this
I
one
think
now
is the
where
more
you-
accurate question.
Where you can't get by in night-to-night life without having your finger on the pulse with the tech. It's
Just
just kind of
there's
a
a-
facet of reality now.
let's
Clearly, there was a miscommunication.
just be glad they don't make Bluetooth cleavers yet, okay?
Huh?
I'm sure they will come out. Actually, I heard they do
You
have
better not have had a
smart
smart
knives.
fridge, Barry.
They have smart knives. I'm sure of it.
Wait, they do?
I'm fairly certain.
What do they do? Sing to you while you're cutting?
I imagine something like that. Or perhaps it's like temperature. You know? I don't know. Just some thoughts.
I have seen the heated knife that you cut and you cauterize at the same time.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, what was you saying?
I don't remember.
Uh-huh.
Suddenly all I
Yeah.
can think about now is a singing knife.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to the modern era. It be like this now.
But you have been tracked, and as such, no one wants anything to do with you right now. Understandably so.
I mean,
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
That
yeah.
means they'll
Very
leave us alone to do
fortunate.
our work.
Well, you're very fortunate that my employer has taken an interest in you and is able to offer you sanctuary.
Yeah.
Considering you're walking around with a phone and a laptop and the SI on your tail, it was only a matter of time until you'd met final death tonight.
Okay, you realize that they've been actively on our tail for about 30 seconds now, and we literally have not had time to do anything but get from point A to right here in this car.
More importantly, I am very big on manners, so if you can tell me your employer's name so I know how to address them, that'd be delightful.
I nod.
I believe for now, you should just call him Mr. Big Shadow.
Eyes could not be rolled
He's
harder.
a friend. Akaran is delighted. It's like, it's a friend. We're good. You know, and just relaxes back their
You'd be
seat with their
surprised,
nail
actually.
file.
He is someone you have met before, and someone that has a vested interest in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Akaran just goes back to filing their nails. Goes, so then.
I would lean over to Acheron and just like whisper, be like, "Who's Big Shadow?"
Oh, very important to Sombra.
I guess I could have deduced as much.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So
all
I
right,
kind
it'll be
of
good.
kind of look around. I'm like, all right, I got this.
Akaran literally just pats his thigh like, you got this? And I'm like, it's gonna be fine.
And it's as you're driving through the city, towards the sort of northwest area, is there anything you would all like to talk about, or talk to the driver about, or even just ignore the driver and have your own conversation, of course, if you so wish?
So it's gonna be a tough night, I think. Fair to say that.
I guess, yeah. I mean, you guys can dip anytime you want. They're after me, literally. Just me. Just me.
Right.
I've given my loyalty to this coterie. I'm going to see this to the end.
Yeah, the look Hatfield gives slip.
Sure.
I have the misfortune of having made an oath. So no, I cannot.
Yes. And I could use that oath to send you away at any time. Don't tempt me.
You don't have to be that way. If things get too bad, we'll leave.
I got your back, Mr. Big Slip.
I don't fucking believe that for a second. If shit gets bad, you're gonna go banana sandwiches and stay. Right?
We'll see.
Right?
I
Right?
don't know how I'm feeling tonight. You know, it might
You
happen. I might
like me.
stay.
You're my
Oh, God.
friend.
They start fake making themselves vomit.
Don't make me come back there, you kids.
Oh, sorry,
You
Dad.
shut up! You're not my dad!
Akaran quickly goes from filing nails to now they have the bone blade hand, and they're tempted to shove it through the back of this ghoul's head. But they're like, fucking easy.
How tempted are you?
Not that
I
tempted.
mean, it's been a rough night already.
Has it? I mean,
You
Well, you've
are
lost your
Hunger
haven,
3.
you've lost your trophies, you've
Yeah.
had
well,
to
I didn't
escape. You're
lose
in a
my
stranger's
haven.
car.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
lose
that's
my
fair.
haven.
But the
Right.
kindred you've made an oath to is being hunted by literal vampire hunters.
Right, and this ghoul was sent by Big Daddy Lasombra to come and save us. So I'm not gonna kill his ghoul. That would be bad manners.
That's true.
And if there's anything Acheron could be counted on, is to mind their manners. To a degree. So yeah, the temptation is there, but they're like, well, no, let's hear this person out first and give them the benefit of the doubt, and then should they say something displeasing, then we'll kill the ghoul.
Excellent.
Yeah.
There. The car stops in a tiny hamlet just outside the city. You are guided into an old, dark, end-of-terrace Victorian house. The man leads you into the front room filled with bookcases stretched from the thick burgundy carpet to the ceiling. A few small lamps that have been dotted around the room on various small tables make the beast scratch in the back of your skull, though it is easily restrained thanks to your common sense knowing these are simulated firelights. Dominating the center of the floor in front of a large polished coffee table is a grand leather chair with other small chairs and a large sofa surrounding it. The man goes to sit in the grand chair and asks you all if you would like to sit or stand, whichever you prefer.
I like to perch. Can I perch somewhere?
Of course.
I'll take a seat.
Thank you kindly. And Barry will flop into a seat.
Hatfield remains standing.
Acheron is sitting on the arm of whatever chair that Roland is sitting in.
Arm of the couch,
Now,
full gargoyle perch.
Yeah, Hatfield is standing behind him beside Slip at this point.
Yeah.
Arms crossed.
Thank you
now,
for aiding us.
of course, we have start of a business, right? And I am on behalf of my employer. I am allowed to make an offer.
On?
Your nod fragment.
Oh. Sure.
Nod fragment? I could not believe that he has such a thing. Acheron is I wasn't supposed to know, remember? That was part of the ruse.
I know.
So...
I know. I was laughing at where did that come from?
Wherever did he get it?
I believe I can offer a fair. In exchange for your nod fragment, I can give you safe harbor out of the country.
Yeah.
Where?
Well, it would be, first of all, Winchester. From Winchester to Southampton. And from there, some cargo ship. You will even be allowed to pick the destination. Sound fair?
Yeah, I guess.
Wonderful. That was easy. I was expecting negotiation. You have an odd fragment, right? We can have you out of the country now.
Fuck no.
I have several stakes.
Alright.
We'll just
Go
stake
on, then.
you all, crate you up, and we'll have you in Acapulco tomorrow.
I'm sure that your employer understands how dangerous it would be for Slip to just have an item like that on him, especially with the Second Inquisition having just cropped up out of nowhere and likely destroyed our home. So, give us perhaps some time for him to go and get it.
It is
We
safely
also have to
stashed.
handle some. Yes.
I can provide instructions from where it can be recovered after we are delivered to safety.
One moment, please.
Yeah.
And he'll stand, bow, walk out. And as he walks out and you're left alone, is there anything you would like to talk about?
You know, the thought just
Akira?
hit me.
Yes.
Do you think our uninvited guests are gonna have any trouble with the neighbor downstairs?
Oh, I hope so.
Cause, like, he's there.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, I
we'll be
think-
delighted to have something to eat.
I mean, I think he's anywhere he wants to be, but yeah, true.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes.
Oh,
Hell
yeah.
yeah, this
Yeah.
guy.
He's, imagine, however, he can allow himself to be tethered to the home long enough to have a meal or two.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Well, sucks for them.
Akron kind of almost like, not whispers, but just is very careful, I guess, in their wording, and is trying to hint to the others to watch what they say here, even though nobody's in the room.
Same
All right,
though
so
Hatfield
where-
does not communicate exclusively through double talk.
Where would you all like to
Yeah.
go?
Oh, my
So
goodness.
we could go anywhere, like Santa Monica,
That's where you'd want to go.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah,
I heard-
yeah.
I
Yeah,
heard they have
Oh,
great
maybe
clubs.
Chicago.
New York.
Maybe.
New York.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd love to go to New York. Okay, maybe we do go that way. I
mean-
was thinking about going home. Yeah, full Samiti. I was thinking about going to Transylvania, but if you were all going to America, that could be fun.
The New World.
Yeah, I probably won't be doing that.
Oh,
Where are you going?
Secret matter.
Go spend time with your girl.
No. No, I'm burnt. Second Inquisition's made me. No. I can't go anywhere where any of you are going.
We could help you be disguised at the very least.
Yeah, like, my clan curse specifically makes that, even for your clan, not really a thing.
Oh, well, there's
even if
still
it
such thing
was.
as prosthetics.
Yeah,
Get
I
you
don't think some Groucho
glass.
Mark glasses will...
wait.
You know,
Well-
Slip, your mind and mine, we went
Hold
to the
on.
same place.
I have an idea. So
Yeah.
the flesh crafted thing, it can't make you look better, but it can probably make you look worse, right?
I do
don't
like the
kn-
grotesque.
I don't know. Look, don't. I've got an idea. I'll be okay. More.
Why do you
of
never
what's
let me
different-
have fun, Slip?
I mean, you know, you can't blame him for not wanting you to rip off his face.
Yeah, because I don't want you to
I
go all
would
Spirit
never.
Halloween on me.
I would never rip off your face.
Look, frankly speaking,
I'd be very delicate.
the group of you are not made. You could stay in country if you wanted, or you can go anywhere you want. I don't care. We'll make the arrangements. But I'm not going anywhere with any of you.
Well, I've got the Bean Family Cookbook, so I could start a restaurant anywhere.
That is concerning. More reason not to go anywhere Barry's going.
don't know. I'm really considering that farm.
Farm to table. Upstate New York or Chicago.
It'd be perfect. It would be so good. Yes.
Jesus.
I love the idea.
Everything I got is here.
Hatfield. They're not gonna want anything to do with you.
Who?
Because of the stink of the Second Inquisition.
I mean, I'm the only one who stinks.
Right, but we all lived in the same haven together. The amount of them, I'm sure they were prepared for more than you.
I mean, maybe, but they didn't see any of us. I mean, if you think you're burnt, all the more reason to spread out and not hang out together.
I think Mythos could take the Second Inquisition.
Yeah, if he was here, but he's not.
He is.
Sure. Hey, Hatfield, go ahead. Become the sun.
Give me some
shit, that
time,
didn't
I'll
work.
get on it.
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, are we still going to the Needle?
Doesn't sound like it. I mean, if our transportation and safety is requisite of us leaving tonight, now-ish, without going anywhere else.
So
We'll talk
what,
to the guy, but...
we spread out and then everything we've been working for, just forget it? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, now you're getting it. Kindred shit. Oopsie doodle, time to sleep for a decade.
How fucking boring. Akron is so displeased. It's like,
I mean, sure, dog. You
How
could go out and-
displeased is Acheron?
why do you want me to frenzy is the actual question.
I mean, if you want a
I'm-
blaze of glory,
What's-
go ahead.
What's the vibe, Shiv? What are you asking for right now?
I'm just
displeased that they
waiting to see
can't
how
finish
far.
the thing.
I'm just waiting to see how far we can psychologically push these characters until things start to get a bit rough around the edges, you know?
I think
How
we're ready
pissed
to
off
retire.
is Acheron?
I don't think this is anger so much as it's not anger.
It's not.
Okay,
It's
okay.
truly like it's actual disappointment because
Okay.
because in Akron's
Okay.
mind they're like, we wasted a lot of time on a thing, and Akron, who is somebody who, like, when they start a thing they have to finish it, right? Like that, they're just that type of personality, and so like to be forced to be in a position where they can't do that, they're like, this is fucking garbage.
I'll
But
tell
they're
you
not
this much,
mad.
what I said yesterday, I'm standing by it. It wasn't just words. I'm not going to sleep.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You guys don't have to do what I'm going to do.
And I'm not gonna.
Sick.
What's your plan, Akron? I still want to do that farm to table thing, so do you want to do that here in Oxford or somewhere else?
Well, we can't just leave Hatfield to fend for himself while the vultures are about, so we should do it here.
Alright,
Yeah.
we'll put a pin in that.
Yeah, you guys should still do the things that we started, but I literally can't help you anymore. I've got a target on my back, and my online presence, I can't do the tech thing anymore. That's what I do. And the Camarilla, the other thing I do, told me to go fuck myself. I can't help you.
Alright, Mr. Big Slip. Well, if in the future, in the next 100 or so years, if you feel like things have cooled off, reach out, say hi.
Here's the thing. Global warming, give it like 50 years, there's gonna be a lot less people. Right? Give it like 50 years. We're gonna be on top again. We're gonna be Kangs, but not tonight.
Well,
So this is it
You're
then.
so quick to call it.
Right. This is it. You're genuinely just gonna leave.
What do you fucking want me to do?
At this
Be
moment,
creative.
I'd like to take a moment to just ask Barry, with the coterie discussing this and Slip basically saying, let's just go. Let's just go. And that is basically committing your entire species to certain death. Because only you can cure this disease.
well, I think Slip has been
How
saying
does
for us.
How does it make Barry feel?
Yeah, well, I think Slip has been saying to us for us not to go, just him to go, because he's the one that's marked, not us. So I think Slip wants us to stay back and fix the shit. Yeah, it's a little sad to see our tech guy go. Barry's gonna have a hard time trying to figure out how to unlock doors with computers, but I mean, Barry can unlock doors himself without computers, so I think Barry will be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Barry's like, Barry was thinking about running away from it all when it was offered, but he stopped to think because, Sub's like, well, it's just me that's marked. And Barry's like, well, yeah, okay. I guess Barry could stay back and help everyone else to try to clean up the mess. Yeah.
Okay. Roland, you're still somewhat new to the coterie, but this disease threatens you as much as it threatens every other of your kind with certain death. How do you feel about Slip just saying, just go, just call it in, go?
While I
Don't know why he's
respect,
cockney.
yeah, while I respect him looking out for us, Roland's kind of torn a little because he's planning on staying no matter what, because he has unfinished business here. His sire's killer is here, he believes, and if he's going to continue tracking him, he can't abandon his cause now. But he also, at the same time, has this blood bond with Acheron, and so he's torn between what they decide versus his own agenda. But he is very much leaning towards staying. But he does think Slip should do what's best for himself and let the rest of us do our own thing.
Fair. Hatfield, you're never one to go with the status quo. You have your own agenda, despite what the others think. How do you feel about being told to just go?
I'll say that that thing that happens where Hatfield's fangs sort of appear and then disappear, just flexing, just compulsively, that's begun to happen a little bit. I literally just gave a speech about this just at the cult, just at book club, just the night before, about how I am not about to go to sleep, and any who say we should and just wait to roll the ashes are wrong and cowardly and bound to die, and I very well might kill them myself. So hearing Slip, this person who has proven himself time and time again to be like a good leader who I respect, giving up is like it's not hitting the good buttons. It's not hitting the good buttons, especially because Slip is one of the people who has had my back, and on a certain level, if he just nopes out nice and easy here, well, part of you's tempted to take that personally.
Slip? Oh no! Acheron! With all the talk that's going on, and you seem to have thoughts and opinions. Tell us more. What is going on in Acheron's mind right now?
I think Acheron definitely respects Slip and knows that Slip isn't dumb and that this choice is like about survival and not just like his own but ours, right? So on the one hand she respects that, and when it comes down to it, right, he's his own kindred, he will make his own choices. But Akron is incredibly possessive. And so several feelings are happening, but one of them is, how dare the SI try to take away what's hers? Which is wild to say, but that's really, I mean, that's just how she views this coterie. They are hers. And so she feels like that anger towards the Second Inquisition, but then also she's looking at him and wondering if like, she's heard stories, right, of like elders having a similar response to like when chaos is happening, where they're just like bone weary, tired, and they just go, I'm just gonna sleep. I'm just gonna go to sleep, and I'll wake up the next few centuries, and then we'll do whatever is going on there, right? And so I think like there's a little bit of like a war happening of like, maybe he's just tired. You know, like maybe he's just been alive long enough that, oh, it's become too much and now he just wants to sleep. So if anything, she's just conflicted, because do I let this man go with grace? Or do I not let my toy off the shelf? So that's just, you know, Acheron is in that conflict. And he's trying to like suss out, I think like how Slip is going to hold up his end of the deal with this employer, right? Because he doesn't have a fragment of Nod, and like that's, you know, she knows that these other people don't know that she does, you know. So she's like, how you run and they don't get their fragment. The Lasombra are not great enemies to have. You know, and you will not see them coming. So it's like, you know, she's just like, all of the options seem very bad for him. So that's where she's at. She's just like, I can't suss this out.
Now the moment we've all been waiting for most of all. Slip. What are you actually thinking and feeling right now?
Everything he's already said. No online presence. Everyone they've talked to tonight has said that him being with them is a detriment. He's not running away. This is how he can help. Everyone has talked so much shit about how him being anywhere tonight means Second Inquisition could swarm. So the way he can help is by not helping. He'll go with them if they want him to. But when the SI swarms, he doesn't want to hear shit about it.
What do you plan to do about this nod fragment and this offer? How do you feel about it, rather than what do you plan to do?
Exploit it. Sneaky nos shit. Make the deal.
Okay.
Give them the directions. Because here's the thing. It's still in the fucking haven, which is pumped full of red gas. They're not going to be able to get in there. So Slip's going to go where he wants to go. Give them directions through the labyrinth. Be like, P.S. You're going to have to wait like 5 or 6 years. And then be way fucking gone before it ever comes to it. And then when they get it, this is fake. I'm just a goofy nos. I didn't know what I had, mister. It's like, he'll stay with the group. But it's a dog shit idea to stay with the group. He's not going to pretend it's not. He's not going to look at them and be like, yeah, the power of friendship will get us through. That's not fucking World of Darkness. He'll stick with them if they really want.
I mean...
But it's a dumb fucking idea.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree.
Is.
Like,
It is. No, you're right.
If only Slip's been marked by SI, then and if he's been given like a golden parachute to get out, the smart move would be to take it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's-
It would
if
save
the
the
deal falls
coterie.
through,
Yeah.
yeah, if the deal falls through, that's Slip's problem. Like, okay, great, but like,
Yeah, that's where
What am I supposed to
rational
do?
brain Hatfield is like, I see the wisdom in these things, and the rest of Hatfield is like, I just got up yesterday, declared myself God, and ate a primogen. There are no rules. We're making dumb choices out here.
Right, and just so that it's known, like Acheron also is like, that's the move. Like, if you to first survive, for everyone to survive, that's the fucking move, right? But there is that sort of just the innate nature of Smitsi and who Acheron is as a person, that they're like, you don't get to fucking go until I say so. You know what I mean?
he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go.
Which-
But it's like the best.
Yeah.
It's like the winning move. It's
Yeah.
a losing move. And they're all losing moves from this moment forward for him. But the
Well-
least shitty move is
Yeah.
And
bye, guys.
And that's why Barry's like, don't be a stranger in 50 or 100 years. When things
Yeah.
cool down, stop by and say hi.
Yeah.
Give
Maybe
me a
not even
call.
go to sleep. Just not even like maybe go to sleep for real. That was more of just like a
Yeah.
phrase in
Yeah.
passing. He can help,
Yeah.
maybe, but he doesn't have a setup. He doesn't have anything here. He's literally just like, come get me. I'm over here.
Plus-
I mean, he'd love to come back and like help some way, of like from across the bay or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's like, this is the move.
And like, if anyone is going to make a tactical exit and like, you know,
Right.
withdraw themselves, and
Yeah.
it would be Slip, because at least Slip has the knowledge and know-how that if he needs to reach out to us, he could track any of us
Yes.
down.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
if Barry had to leave, Barry's gonna have a hard time tracking you guys down.
Fucked. Yeah.
But Slip could do it.
Yeah.
If he needed
Can we
to.
say this? Can we say this? Before the person comes in, we're like having this argument, you know, the last thing Acheron was said was be creative, right? But then they stop. It's like be creative. And they go into their bag and they pull out, if you'll allow me this, ST,
Yeah.
they will pull out a ring. Now, on the inside of this ring is the Bahari symbol for like safe haven. The ring belonged to their sire. And they will go to Slip and they will give them the ring. And they'll say, you're going to go to Transylvania. With this ring, you will have safe passage and a place to hide where no one can find you.
I will take it and consider that.
Right. With that being said, ST, for you, the idea being that like the Smitsi are still there and a lot of them are just hidden underground and like have their like, you know, sacred spaces that are underground, but with the added layer of this particular Smitsi is Bahari. And so they will know that Acheron has sent this person is useful. You know, they're essentially like vouching for Slip in a way that like without having to like send missives or anything like that, but that it's essentially the same thing, allowing for him to have a place to go where he's not necessarily like having to cross oceans to get to, you know. Yeah. And then Acheron will sit again in their spot.
And then, as your conversation, your heated discussion, we'll say, begins to wind down, it is then that you notice a new figure walk in. Presumably, this must be the employer you have been told about. He strides confidently in, sits himself down in front of you, as you all look upon Van Buren.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yes.
whiplash.
Yes.
Hello.
All right.
Good evening. I
Hatfield-
understand that there are issues. Sorry, Hatfield.
Oh, I was going to say Hatfield does not say it out loud, but looking at him and then looking at the others, the unspoken word writ clear across Hatfield's body language is, "This is the sucker who popped out of our walls, isn't it? This is the sucker that popped out of our walls!" Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point.
Yeah.
Acheron's face, like, actually, less their face. Their face is stoic. Their body is so rigid. Like, they've turned into a stone statue. Looking at this man. So yeah, that's body language for Hatfield to read of like, oh, okay. There are many issues, indeed.
I would like to bring an end to them. You have something I want. I have many things you would be interested in.
Well, we could start with maybe a show of good faith on your part.
Certainly.
Yes, of course. Information is most key, very vital. I'm sure a man of your power and station is awash with it.
More than you can possibly imagine.
Well, please, enlighten me. Just a smidgen.
I could tell you about the author, if you so wish.
The original manuscript.
Everything I know about the author.
Excellent start.
No one else knows this information. It is strictly within the Tremere. A true pillar of the Camarilla.
Kron
Doing
is...
war crimes since
I was gonna
1343.
say the pyramid has done nothing wrong. The pyramid never did anything wrong.
Yeah.
Lies?
Still flexing.
Yeah. I think there's one, like, Acheron has a hand on the back of Roland's, like, shirt. More so as, like, an anchor, because...
Wringing him like a damp rag.
I wouldn't have actually said that. That's
No,
that's my own
no.
opinion.
No.
Yeah.
When I say as an anchor, not because of that comment,
Oh,
but, like, because of who this person is, right? And, like,
okay.
is literally holding on to, you know, someone who is, bonded to them as a way of, like, you have to keep me from doing something incredibly stupid,
Oh,
you know?
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like an ESA right now.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
like,
helping
I'm
me
like
out.
your emotional support,
Yeah.
you know, reg.
Vampire, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just
Finger
like,
guns from Hatfield.
Emotional
Yeah,
support
I'm-
Roland.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm
emotional support
clinging.
role.
I'm clinging, you know, for dear
I
life
would,
here.
I would like look over at you, and I'd like give you a look, and it would kind of be like the should I kill this guy? Kind of a look. Like, do I need to?
Jeez.
Should I start throwing?
Precious Roland. I just want to kiss him on the forehead. No, she just, you know, imperceptible kind of like shake of the eyes, almost of like, don't do anything, you know. But as preface for Dead Western, because Dead Western doesn't know who this is.
No, I don't. No.
Person who popped out the wall is a Tremere, and Samitsi hate the Tremere.
This
Oh,
is also a sucker who has repeatedly popped up as a playable character in our Weird House visions.
yeah. Okay, nice. I will say this though: what clan doesn't hate the Tremere? At least
Right.
in Landis.
Yeah. No, even the Tremere hate the Tremere.
Even the Tremere, yeah, exactly. No, it's like when you talk about like clan wars, you always go to the Tremere.
Nick
Yeah.
Tuku.
So funny.
They don't give a shit about the Tremere.
Yeah, that fair. The Niktuku, they don't care about the Tremere. The only ones. But yeah.
How bring your skulls? They just hate Giovanni. And
The Samdi, the Samdi, yeah.
Okay, so maybe there's a few.
Nagaraja don't give a fuck.
All the dudes who aren't around anymore, right?
Yeah, the Ministry don't give a shit.
Yeah, they're too busy with their shit. They're like
one way or the other. Hatfield has gone that kind of calm that is very much the calm before the storm. The keep a leash on at Hatfield. We're in control. Don't pop off. This is not the time and the place to pop off. We are calm. We are okay. We are not listening to anything anybody says anymore because we are calm. We are okay.
Are you though, Hatfield?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, I'm not worried about it, but
For
should
the
rest of
moment.
coterie be worried about it?
I will say this much. For the moment, we are calm. We are okay. But there's a hair trigger.
I think it's like for the sake
it.
of Slip, right? Like for the sake of Slip being able to get his ticket out, all of us, or well, me and Hatfield are like, we gotta keep it together, you know, like staying it up.
From Acheron on me and like looking at them and getting this like diagnosis, I would like be like, okay, I'm on guard, and I look over to where Hatfield is like standing nearby, and I would just like kind of just like friendly, just kind of like punch him on the arm.
Yeah, for once there would be
Just
no
recognizing
acknowledgement.
a similar agitation.
Just no acknowledgement of that. Just stone still. Just like perfectly calm outwardly, but you all know Hatfield only goes calm like that when we are like on that hair trigger's edge. One wrong word and Hatfield might lose it.
Would Barry notice this? Would Barry notice this? Would Barry notice Hatfield?
Let's find out. Wits and awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Hatfield, composure and resolve.
Oh, really?
No, he doesn't notice. I'm calm, baby.
Oh boy, does he not notice.
Dude, just willpower it. Come on.
Yeah, I might.
And you could get a crit potentially. It'll be a messy crit.
I might willpower it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfectly calm. We're all friends here.
Why'd you roll so high,
Hatfield?
Hatfield?
On top of Hatfield and
I mean, the thing is, that I feel I need to say this. The thing is, Oscavian, if you re-roll, oh shit, you re-rolled. Hatfield is the sort of person that's like, you got a beast. Well, I know you want to have the beast, so I'll re-roll just to ensure you lose. Thinking that they're doing you a favor.
We do have a re-roll in the chat for Barry.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you. Thank you.
It's a good thing I was having problems finding a compulsion for him.
And you know what? I will blood surge for this. All I want to do is something dumb, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Oh, good.
Nice. What's your hunger berry?
It's 4 now.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah.
This might be the hungriest berries ever gotten.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Strange, because I came into this game absolutely sated.
In fact, I think I wrote down. I need to check my
Your
conviction.
conviction.
Yeah, I might. I think I had it. So if I hit 4, I take a humanity stain.
I was actually thinking you might have to be taking a humanity stain.
Yeah, because my
Yeah.
It's gonna be worth it though.
Worth it though, wasn't it? That
Yeah.
was well
My
worth
god.
it. So to answer your question, Barry, yeah, you do notice it. Well done.
So Barry is gonna like He's gonna scooch over a little closer to Hatfield, reach into his apron, and pull out a chunk of tough meat, and hand it to Hatfield, and just kind of say quietly, he's like, "Just when you're stressed, just squeeze it."
I think just that's the slowest head turn to look at Barry. The fangs still, like, mouth is closed, but you can see the subtle just movement of the fangs flexing below the lips. But just the meat is taken. It is squeezed. White knuckle squeeze. But Barry is very gently patted on the shoulder. Perfect control. We are calm. We are fine. Everything is fine.
Okay. How about that, Arthur?
In exchange for this Nord fragment, I would be more than happy to give you information about the author.
Oh,
Does
on
that
top of
sound
it.
fair?
Oh no, on top of everything else. This is an act of good faith. You agreed it was an act of good faith.
I agreed that telling you that I have more information was an act of good faith.
Well, I already knew it. I brought it up. So that's crazy, huh?
You seem to think that you're the one holding all the cards.
The meat is squeezed. Hatfield's eye twitches a bit.
I mean, I can slide out of here right now if you want. Burden you no more.
You might be able to make it 20, 25 feet.
Yeah, that's why I need to leave, jackass. So if I blow this on the author's information, what changes? I live here now?
Well, what about the rest of your coterie?
They're not
Don't you care
burned.
for their own lives?
They're not burned. You guys said it yourselves.
But what makes you think that? They found you. They've obviously looked into you further. If they have anything on you,
I'm
they have a list of
literally
your known associates.
quoting your pet Jagoff.
Not my pet. Jaguar, or whatever it is.
Right,
You
I see.
forget I'm a pariah.
We're playing games.
Samesies.
All right.
No one's chasing me, though.
So you're saying that me
Yes.
leaving the country is off the table now, in exchange for the author. The information, which I assume will be so esoteric and archaic, I will barely be able to decipher your fucking Tremere MacGuffins.
We're Tremere, not Malkavian. I would give you straight facts, not riddles. Everything I
Uh-huh.
know, you could know.
And then what are
And
we
if
supposed
you
to do
want,
with
I
it?
can still extend the invitation to leave whenever you like.
I mean, here's
But it
the
would
thing.
have to be all of you.
Whoa. Here's the thing. What are we gonna do with it? Get the information, walk 25 feet, and get swatted?
Not my concern.
It should be.
Yeah.
Van Buren.
You know what? Here's the thing. You guys wanted me to stay anyway, right? Be creative.
You know, well, of course, we'd never say no to you staying, so.
I am worried I would hurt the endeavor more than not, but if you all of you, undivided, would prefer me to stay, try to help, I'll take this deal.
I have never seen a kindred perform the way you have. I, while not faulting you for leaving, would prefer for you to stay if the choice was given. You are efficient. It's the only word I can put to it. And if we are to solve what is before us, I don't think we can do it without your help.
I can help at point of contact tech stuff, for sure.
That's, if it's anything like what you do, it'll be more than enough.
Yeah, but I mean, Barry's, he's like a multi-key. I've seen him eat drywall. The man's unhinged.
If
And
there's a door,
sometimes
I'm
we need
opening it.
somebody with hinges, Slip.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
ST,
In exchange,
I have a question. Before you say anything, I have a question for the
Yeah.
ST. We are in La Sombra place, or just this man's place that he's currently
It's a
hiding?
random little hamlet just outside the main city. It's like a little house in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really on the political alignment chart.
Okay. As we're sitting there, can we hear the sound movement? Like if there's other people in the house, other than the one ghoul we've already dealt with.
What's awareness, please?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna rouse the blood and maybe get hungrier. I'll get hungrier. It's gonna be a good fucking night. Okay. Let me.
I love how your accent is sometimes blood from the north, and then straight from London, and it's like that's a
Well,
heck of a combination.
well, it's on purpose, and it's because Acheron shifts forms constantly.
Yeah,
And they grew up in an asylum, you know, so the accent is spread out. Frankenstein together, as it were. We got a messy critical.
Wow, we're pogging out of control tonight.
I don't know. The dice have a story to tell.
I mean, you could re-roll to try to get out of it.
I mean,
You pass up a crit though.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but
I mean,
messy
look,
right now in front of the man that I want to kill.
What
Yeah,
better
all-
time?
all I'm
What better
saying
time?
all I'm saying is, let's not
Hunger-
pretend
Hunger
there's
4?
a chance for this to go away.
Let me re-roll. I'm gonna I'll do the willpower re-roll. Because this is not the time. I will. I'll re-roll those two, the 1 and the 4.
What?
So there we are. We're at a 6.
You know, you could have re-rolled 3. Do you want to re-roll 3?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, re-roll the black 10 to get out of the messy crit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my bad, you guys. I like.
You're
did,
good,
I
you're
was-
All right, it's all right.
You're good, you're
All
good,
right.
you're good.
You were focused on getting out of that fucking messy crit, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So that
still
brings you
a
to
6,
2.
but it's without. Okay. All right. All right.
3.
Oh yeah, 3.
Because while if there's
It's not
other
quiet
kindred in the
in the
house, they
house.
could be right. Because I understand that like kindred can be quiet, but like a ghoul is still a human. So like, you know what I'm saying? Do I hear? And if I hear, is it like there's a decent amount, or is it like 1 or 2? You know what I'm saying?
You can hear there is at least 2 other people in this house, you assume. You're not 100%, and there could be others. You haven't heard or seen any trace of kindred, but that doesn't mean there may not be other kindred here.
Okay.
But he
And
may
am I-
not need kindred if he's got an army of ghouls upstairs.
Right. And my question is this, because man says he works for Mr. Big Shadow, and my assumption had been.
Oh no, he is
Sandra.
Mr. Big Shadow.
Who? The cool? Oh, you mean this
is
man?
Van Buren
Yeah,
is
Van
the
Buren.
employer.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I had that right in my head. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Lovely. Okay. Huh. Right, Van Buren.
Yeah.
Technically, you're one of us. A pariah, as it were.
Technically.
Not wanted by anyone. So, you're trying to extort my friend here. Do not take kindly to that. It's not very polite. But
Extort? I'm offering him a chance at survival. in exchange for something in his possession. It is a simple trade. It is fair. It's not extortion.
I think on Acheron's face is the look of like you are not to be trusted. Like more so than any kindred, you are not to be trusted. So like the belief that this is straightforward is like non-existent for Acheron. Okay, how
Piece
do
of
I do
dried
this?
meat is being very thoroughly crushed.
It's being threaded at this
Now
point.
to end up as like a black hole after how compressed it is.
It's just gonna be meat glue.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do this that I'm not trying to fight a Tremere.
Just a tough chunk of like, what is it, chuck or roast or something like that. You know, that real tough meat that you need to slow cook in order to make it edible.
Yeah,
Except
yeah.
it's raw.
So I look
It's got a
to
bone in it.
I look to Slip, and all I need from Slip is to know what his desire really is. Like, take away the effect it might have on the coterie and like all that shit. Does he desire to leave? Like in his heart of hearts.
In a vacuum, no, but
Hmm.
you can't take away the effect on the coterie. Like that's no. In his heart of hearts, he wants to go play video games in his haven and not do any of this shit.
Yeah.
But you know, you know, here's the thing. Here's a hot take. Slip doesn't give a shit about the blood plague now that he doesn't have it. This was an assignment from the prince. But we're in it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Here is what I'm willing to offer in exchange for information on the author,
Exchange for information on the offer, yeah.
Yeah, the fragment is in a safe location. I will give you directions on where to go to get it. And then you can go and get it. This will not be a point of purchase. I'm not delivering it to you. You can go fucking get it. As I have
persuasion.
As I have other things to be doing tonight. Charisma persuasion. You got it. You got it. Rousing. Blech. And then we're re-rolling 3 of those. Haha. Okay. It is 3.
Ah. Oh, you've re-rolled already.
Yeah.
You said charisma and persuasion was the roll?
What's Van Bjorn rolling?
I was just gonna let you beat out his charisma and persuasion added together. And you didn't quite make it. Because that was the lowest number I come up with, was his charisma and his persuasion. You just didn't quite pass it.
Yeah.
Is there something that perhaps Acheron would know that the Tremere, something sacred to them that they would desire that perhaps Acheron has or has knowledge of? Given that we've like lived in their former haven, we experienced all those visions, like is there some like a bargaining chip that Acheron could throw in the mix to maybe aid Slip in this?
I'm desperately trying to think of something. I'm open to suggestions.
Hey,
Because I know only...
Mr. Von Braun, do you got food around here? I'm hungry.
On Braun.
Oh shit.
The spaceship.
I can have one of my ghouls feed you if you wish.
Yeah.
Whoa,
That'll be great.
No, no. No.
Acheron's
Barry's
smile's too big.
I'll take a
Barry's
leg.
His grin spreads from ear to ear and has far too many teeth.
Barry's a wingman, you know. He likes to really get in there and knock a rasher.
And you know, he hears you, he ignores you, and he just rings this little bell that's on a table next to him. The man that you recognize that drove you here comes in. He stands there and he says, "How may I help?" Van Buren just looks up at him and he says, "You disagreed with me when I said to be at this exact location at this time to pick up our guests tonight. You should have just said yes. I'd like you to meet Mr. Barry."
Mr. Big Barry.
Mr. Big Barry.
Yeah, so I look at like this is
Barry B is his street name.
Yeah. Well, Barry will talk to the ghouls like, yeah, you ready for dinner? Bon appetit. And then Barry will take a bite.
I don't even think... I'm not even going to make you roll for that. What would be the point? Yeah, the only thing I'll say is, you know, for the remainder of the scene, you're just going to be sat there
Nolly?
eating an entire human.
Okay.
But you may slake 5 hunger.
Amazing.
So I know that Van Buren was the only of his clan that was able to pop through the wall. They're still over on the shadow side. And is there any occult knowledge that I would have that could get him more of his people? Though I am loath to do it. Is that something he would desire to aid?
You know, I
this
think you would know a
persuasion?
way to do that, or at least be able to offer him assistance with that. That's a very good one. I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Okay, so Acheron stands and walks to him. I'm assuming he's sitting behind a desk. And she puts her hands on the desk and leans a little bit forward. And there's pure hatred in Acheron's eyes, but they say, I can get you your friends back from the other side.
Charisma persuasion. I'm going to give you +2. 1 from slip, 1 for good offer. Perfect.
All right.
Van Buren, you know, he'll do the whole finger tent thing. He's just looking up at you. He sees hatred in you, and he's unfazed by it. He's Tremere. He sees it literally every day when he looks in the mirror. And he says, I believe we can make a deal.
Good. You give us all the information we desire, not just the offer.
I can give you all the information I have. I may not be able to give you all the information you desire.
All right, fair enough.
And then we have a deal.
That we do.
Excellent. Would you like to discuss this over a drink? I feel we should close our business dealings with a drink. Don't you, Acheron?
Oh. There's that like metallic sort of like grinding sound that comes from like deep in Acheron's gut, you know? And there's just like a look over her shoulder at the coterie. Because it's only for them that she would do something like this. So she turns back to him and says, that is the proper thing to do.
And, he'll ring the bell. Anyone have any special requirements?
Ooh, animals only, please.
Blonde for me.
Field says nothing and is still just staring a little bit too unblinkingly.
And you'll each get an appropriate vessel for something which you so wish. And you'll be able to slake 2 hunger.
Ooh,
As the
we're no
man
longer in the
settles down,
danger zone.
You're sat in front of a Tremere and you're a Zamitsi. Someone's in a danger zone somewhere.
I would,
here's the thing. I don't have to worry about my hunger popping shit off, It now can just be pure clan war shit.
You can be conscious and enjoy it.
Right.
I would reach over to Acheron and grip their thigh the same way that they did to me in the car, and I'd just be like, "You got this."
It's a comfort. She does accept this, and she'll put her hand over his. But yeah, she'll look at them and say, "So, your information on the author."
Well, settle in. Let me tell you everything I possibly can. You may or may not know, the patient was Malkavian, as something of a unique oddity even amongst the Clan of the Moon. From the very start, he was able to see the future. And not like the rest of his kin do. His predictions were specific. Something like that, it does things to the mind. He already had a fragile enough psyche, but this cracked it. He stopped talking. I only communicated in drawings. We, the Tremere, were charged with keeping him safe and out of others' hands. I was not the Primogen at the time. And you may be wondering why I trust the Tremere with this. Well, honestly, I'm not entirely sure. But I was told by my predecessor, the patient specifically asked for us. I don't know his actual name. I only knew him as the messenger. He wanted to embrace, and eventually he was allowed. From what I was told, he thought that he was embracing his daughter. Perhaps a granddaughter, perhaps a great-granddaughter. But to him, it was his daughter. Except it didn't quite go according to plan. He was finally given permission to embrace, and when he was taken to the house, it was too late. Someone else had already been there, broken in, slaughtered the entire family in their beds in some kind of strange ritualistic manner. And there was no blood. Except the girl. It turned out she was embraced by a Gorgon. My clan, had to keep the messenger safe. So when he went after the Sabbat to find her, we had to give chase and protect him. We found him in a warehouse, surrounded by shovelheads. They even gave chase when we managed to get him out. He did get to her, though. But he knew he had to hide her away from the Sabbat, because they wouldn't stop chasing otherwise. He knew about the plague coming, and only the Sabbat believed him. The Camarilla didn't listen. We didn't listen. Apparently, though, the Camarilla higher-ups knew that the key to the vaccine, to the virus, was in her blood. The girl's father, you see, he was a virologist. He was working on a way to wipe out kindred. The thing is, it wasn't just one girl. They were twins. So we decided to use one of the twins as bait. Let the Sabbat think that the girl is dead, but they killed the twin. After that, all that was left was to hide the remaining daughter and ensure she wouldn't be found. A new name, Gemma Seek. Everyone drink.
Long drink taken.
Yeah,
Long fucking
I could drink too.
Long drink taken.
Unblinking stare remains unblinking.
Barry pulls out his own chunk of meat to squeeze.
I got him.
Yeah.
I come back there and he's just sitting there so proud of himself.
I
Well,
see.
and now it is time for your side of the deal. Where is the odd fragment?
It's in my labyrinth beneath my old haven. Currently pumped full of crimson gas. Second Inquisition agents.
Well played, Mr. Big Slip. Well played.
But all yours eventually. And as kindred, all we really have is time. Unlimited, if we're smart about it. And I think you'll get there.
At least leave me the directions. I can send a ghoul in to get it.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And Slip will draw an approximation of a map and give very clear directions. He doesn't care if they get this phony ass fucking nod fragment. Fuck them, you know?
And you know, Van Buren, he is genuinely pleased. He's like, he doesn't know this is fake. He's like, yeah, all right, well, tomorrow morning I'm gonna send a fucking ghoul in. I'm gonna have a fucking nod fragment. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you. As much as it could have been.
I'm glad we were able to act like civilized kin.
Seemingly.
Fangs are there. Stare unblinking.
Akron's
He will-
back is
I'm
undulating.
so sorry for this one. I'm so sorry. It's just so Tremere. How could he not?
Uh-huh.
He stands up, and the very first thing he do is offers his hand extended out for shaking, of course, straight to Acheron with this big smile on his face. You know the type.
Okay, Akron, Akron doesn't breathe. So the way that they're like sort of like restraint is shown is the fact that they stand up and they take his hand. They're holding it in a way that if he wasn't kindred, his hand would be shattered. Shakes it, and then, still holding on to the hand, says, well, I suppose I'll find you later. I'll be with your friends.
I look forward to another run-in with you.
Lets go of the hand and turns around to walk sort of like closer to the coterie, and the coterie sees on Acheron's face sadist smile of, I'm going to take this man apart cell by cell. You know, like I'm going to do the worst to this person.
Are you going to smash his atoms?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Barry will suck the gore off his fingers and then grab Van Buren's hand for a firm handshake and pat him on the back. And like he will give a very genuine smile and just say, Van Buren, you've been a great host. You're great. Thank you.
Of course. I hope you all find sanctuary tonight. And be careful where you go. Not everyone will be as helpful as I was.
With that, I don't think Acheron waits for the others. Acheron is already leaving the room. Yeah, because it's very much like if they stay here another second, it's about to be a bloodbath, and we got to get out before I do something dumb. And so I leave. But I am calculating where we can stay. So when the eventual time comes. So the understanding that Acheron has is like, as much as everyone's saying that the SI is looking specifically for Slip, I think Acheron is under like no pretenses that they don't know the coteries, like names, if they have places they stay, stuff like that. So I'm just kind of calculating that, and I'd like to know Bahari safe haven in the city. Where would that be? Acheron would know this, but player does not.
How important is a specific location to you? Can I be very general of, yeah, there's one sort of close by, you know, just conceptual?
Yeah, I think honestly, like, no, I don't need to be.
We need the street name, the address, and how many steps there are up the front door.
No. I think the thing is, I just need to know if it exists. Right. I just need to know, like, is it in existence in the city, or is this something that would exist outside the city? That's really what I need to know. Otherwise,
the Bahari would most definitely have a safe haven, safe room kind of thing in the city. You know, you never know. You know, the Bahari have no are not adverse to civilizational cities.
Yeah. Okay. So cool. So then that would be like when the time comes that we have to have a place to hole up. That is where Acheron will take the coterie as a whole.
I like that a lot, and I hope you don't go there too soon, because I don't have a scene for it, but I like it.
Don't worry about it. I got you. Yeah. Once we're and come with a car, so we're just out here in the moonlight. So, if you'll allow me this. Only we came out of the oubliette and went into the car. But Persephone was with us. Can we say that perhaps Persephone came out of the oubliette, but then went to go get a car from the garden?
Yeah. I don't see why not. That makes perfect sense to me.
I need to get to a phone. I say to the coterie. You cannot be exposed for too long.
I wish I had one still to offer you.
I don't know how. Very careful what you say over the phone. That's all I'll say.
Of course.
But I don't know.
Okay. ST, what kind of area are we in? You said I'm in a little hamlet, fucking little house over here. Where's the nearest residential area?
I mean, you're kind of in a residential area, but it's like There's a house. There's a house. But something a bit more dense. You're probably looking at, I would say, a 5-minute drive, 15-minute walk kind of thing, you know? You're not far away from civilization or anything like that. You know, it's just this one last bit of civilization before it's just fields. Fields for miles it is. I don't know why they're Irish, but they are.
Right, suddenly they're Irish. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna beeline
Yes,
it to the
Ire. That's
nearest
Ireland,
house.
correct.
I'm gonna beeline it to the nearest house.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Do you want it to be lived in, or do you want it to be empty and for sale?
I need it to be lived in so I can take their phone.
Ah, very well. You'll be able to find this house, and what would you like to do? How would you like to break in, or what are you doing to approach it?
What is the current hour? Early
Be
night
about
still, or
you just after the middle of the active hours of the night for you. You got half. You know, you're halfway through the night.
okay? Lights on in the house or no?
No.
Cool. Can one of you pick the lock?
I feel like the moment Acheron started walking towards a house, the lockpicks were already in hand.
Yeah.
Dex or wit and larceny, please, for crime.
Rolling for crime. Rolling for crime.
Absolutely no problem, Hatfield. You place these tools into the lock and delicately, expertly guide them around until you hear the satisfying clicks and know you have successfully broken into this house,
We'll say this
gliding the door open and allowing entry.
Hatfield does sort of like relax a little bit for the first time since we saw Van Buren. Picking locks seems to be a grounding activity.
Akron takes off the shoes so they're not clacking around the house. And goes in. Do they have a landline, or are we looking at people that only have cell phones?
There'll be a landline. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. I call the garden. It's a place of business, you know. So call the garden. Persephone would be there, or one of the herd.
Yep. Sorry.
Would be there.
I was having a Bart Simpson moment. Thinking how I would pick up the phone as Bart Simpson, like, the garden. I'm just going to leave it. You can all make your own jokes there. I did. It was great.
Uh-huh. Right.
And I don't know how Persephone would pick up the phone. It would just be like, I don't think you're running a business or front or anything like that. So she would just be like, hello?
Persephone.
Mistress. Master?
Mistress.
Master. Mistress today. Okay.
Mistress?
Yeah, mistress. Hey, I know what he looks like, so. Anyway,
Just saying,
I
Mr. Mistress.
New Mithras here, who dis?
Yeah.
Right. I can for sure wow the fuck out like that, but I won't. And I just very quickly grab a piece of the resident's mail and whisper into the phone an address and then hang up. Persephone would know, arrive.
Yep.
And they would just take one of the garden vans to come get us.
Yep. And yeah, this seems like the perfect opportunity. Because Noscavian is distracted for us to go on break. And while we wait for Persephone to arrive at this mystery house in the hamlet, we'll be right on back as we play yellow car, red car. Welcome back. You are currently driving through the city. Persephone at the driver's seat. As you are driving, is there anything you would like to talk about, having left Van Buren's interesting offer behind you?
Fake or not?
Well,
I don't want him to get anything.
Huh?
But Van Buren,
Yeah.
fuck him.
I mean,
think
yeah.
I think I shall visit the La Sombra Primogen. A little word of warning.
Ooh. So there's a non-zero chance that we're being tracked right now. And then we show up, and then 30 seconds later, they show up. How interested are we in risking that? I know. Look, I know. I'm being a piece of shit right now. This is what I do, okay? I'm just paranoid, and obviously it didn't do me very good because I got caught doing something. I don't even know what, but
I mean,
just
hey,
saying,
if this
there
ain't
is
the
a
time for paranoia.
yeah, I'm just saying there's a non-zero chance we show up and get the Vasamba Primogen swatted. That's all.
What if instead you send them a little message via your rats?
Send him a B-mail.
Yeah,
Little drop-off information.
it's pretty good.
Where they can find this fragment. Could be a word of warning about the lone Tremere.
Oh. You want me to just write a little note like, hey, buddy, would a bee like me lie to you? Here's a treasure map. Go find out. Go find out.
I mean, what would they... The La Sombra, of course, would desire a fragment of Nod,
Well,
but...
sure, but what do we get out of that other than that's hilarious?
Oh, for me, it's shits and giggles, you know.
Yeah.
If you're just giving away something like that's suspicious. I think
No,
we
you
definitely need
promise
a
it as a
bargain for
gesture of
something.
good faith in exchange for an assurance of their assistance in the coming whatever.
Okay, I could B-mail this guy, ask for a meeting at a location, somewhere spooky, somewhere La Sombre-ish, maybe the Warren, since it's not in use anymore. And then you guys can wheel and deal with the location for whatever you might want from them. Or are we just like, fuck Van Buren, here's the thing, do it or don't?
No, there's something I want that the La Sombra Primogen could get me.
Okay.
Yes, that's the move.
So the Warren, or is there another location we want to have a secret meeting at?
Quite frankly,
You know it's
I
a
don't
shame
know.
we don't got access to the Betrayal Garden no more.
I mean, here's a
I
hot
worked
take.
so hard on it. It was looking beautiful.
I know,
Here's
Asperon.
a hot take, Hatfield. We could go to Mother Superior's place
You know, the
Yes,
thought
we
did
could.
occur to me.
and get her dumb ass swatted.
The thought did occur to me. If it weren't for the fact that Ebony's there.
Oh,
Oh,
true.
yeah,
It is
yeah.
there.
Yeah, no friendly
All
fire.
right.
But, like,
There, yeah.
You know, after we
The
retrieved her, she's
Yeah,
committed.
Then we
Maybe later. Yeah.
Don't think I ever took it off the back burner.
Yeah, we just put that in our pocket for later. No, the Warren is a good spot. It's neutral ground and it's hidden.
Yeah, the other option is we risk the oubliette. We just pop out in that guy's house and we're like, hey, want to have a chat? They can't track us through. Look, they can't track us through the oubliette. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
That is a heck of a way to make a
Eldritch
statement.
horrors. There's Eldritch horrors hidden in there, so you know.
Yeah, there's a
Akron.
non-zero chance.
Yes.
Just quickly for me, could you roll Persephone's wits awareness, please?
Fuck.
Yes, of course.
Carry on.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, of course.
But yeah, remember when you and Ebony were having that conversation? I slid out from behind the bookshelf.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
why.
that was
That's why
awful.
that is why the instant that things started to go funny back home, I was like, "Hey, yo, Slip, we got passages, right?" Because I remember you popping out of the dresser.
Yeah, we got a hell of a lot of Well, we had a lot of pasta, and now they're full of red mist, but we had them.
They
So,
did the job. They got us out.
I think it's time to go to our destination.
Warren.
Unfortunately, unless I willpower reroll, which I can do.
Oh wow.
Oh, shit.
Let's do it. It's a 2.
I'm more interested to know why you were talking to me in the British accent when you were talking to me above game.
Sorry, I got caught in it.
All right, Shiv, listen up.
No!
Now you're not
Persephone
going to
has
be able to
done-
turn it off. Good luck running the rest of the
Persephone
game,
has
mate.
done the willpower reroll, so there it is. Yes.
Please carry on as if you didn't see anything at all. It's fine. Don't you worry about that.
Right.
Good. Amazing. Cool. Yes. I mean, Oubliette would be the fastest route.
Oh, yeah. But it's also... I mean, the Oubliette's pretty cool. And I've done a lot of mapping of the place, but I haven't even scratched this. Look, there's some spooky shit down there. I'll try to get us there safely. I've got 100%... Look. What could go wrong, right? what could go wrong, right?
Yeah, you know what, Slip? Say it again. At this point, I'm down to tempt fate.
I don't think anything
What?
bad will happen to us for the rest of the night.
So, amazing. Yes, I think the Oubliette would be faster to get us where we need to go in time. And it's a bit of a flex. We just appear like that.
True.
And
they-
from
and
under a
Lasombra
couch
will
cushion,
respect
like, yo, guess what?
Oh,
yeah, and the
maybe.
Lasombra will respect it. You know, they'd be like, "Oh shit, you got one." You know, it's in their nature.
We get there and he's sitting there reading a book in his study, and we just climb one by one out of a potted plant in the corner. God,
in our
yes.
hair, yeah. You know
right,
what?
are
I'm
we-
about this.
Are we doing this?
Let's do this. Let's do it,
Alright.
Persephone, darling.
Pull
Pull
this
over.
fucking car over. Wait, hold up.
Get what?
I'm wondering if there's an oubliette hole behind some of these seats.
Oh, yo.
Oh, you can try it out.
I mean, yo. Hold down there with the loose change. You never know. You never know.
I've never looked, but
We're
I
in
don't.
a garden. We're in the garden van, so like we're all essentially like crammed into
Hold on.
essentially like one seat of seats, a row of seats, and then there's just empty space in the back that has like gardening tools and shit. You know.
I've never tried this before.
Pull the seat
think
down, and it's a
I don't think it
passage.
fucking works this way. I don't think it works this way, but
I mean, it's worth a shot.
what if it does?
Wits and awareness, and then we'll find out.
This is so stupid. I'm so sorry, shit.
I'm not sorry for a
Oh
thing.
god. Well.
The beast, brother.
Yeah, the beast. Yep.
Oh,
All right,
fucked
shit,
around.
let me.
Are you gonna? You fucked around. Are you gonna find out? Are you gonna do a reroll on that? Are you gonna bring the beast out?
The implication being there that I can succeed. Hold up. I'm gonna reroll 2 of these. I'm
I
gonna
don't know
reroll
why you think there's an
these.
implication there. You've got a 0 on the table. That's a potential crit.
All right, I'm gonna reroll the 3, the 5, and
I'm
the
gonna stop
7.
talking. I'm not. That sticks. That accent sticks.
4.
5.
Well, I rerolled the 7 to crit fish, so
Oh.
it's a 4. Yeah.
Okay. That's still a beast.
Yeah. Oh, I fucking figured. Back here in the van, rooting around like a goblin, having a little fucking moment.
Moving fertilizer and like wood chips over to try to, yeah.
Slip.
Oh God, yes.
For some strange reason, as you rummage around in the back of the vehicle, who'd have thought it? There is no entrance to the oubliette in the back of this moving vehicle. Strange concept. But that doesn't stop you looking. Looking over and over and over. There must be a way. There must be a way out. There must be a way. It can't be like this, but the beast inside of you is screaming before you even know it. The blood urges its host to come out on top. Nope, that's the wrong fucking one. Bollocking bollocks.
Jesus, I was like,
hunted. Hunter and hunted, a vampire always needs to keep their eyes and ears peeled for trouble. You are going to be suffering from the paranoia compulsion. With this, you need to disengage from any perceived threats, suspecting anyone and anything. Any action not taken toward that immediate end incurs a 2 dice penalty. This compulsion ends when you have spent roughly an hour in a safe spot. You are suffering from paranoia.
So here's what happens. Let me paint you guys a picture. Slip goes into the back. He goes into the back.
Yeah.
He's digging around. At first, it's all playful puppy, but then it's a moody house cat. And what he does he builds himself a dumb little fort in the back corner with the fertilizer bags. And you just see like the top of his head as he peeks out of his little hidey hole watching you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Watching you do this, it goes from laughing along to, you good, Slip?
I didn't find the oubliette, you guys.
A quick question for Acheron.
Yes.
Acheron is into more natural gardening methods, right? So that Acheron, Acheron probably wouldn't like having the big like chemical process bags of fertilizer. The fertilizer of choice is probably just like a big heap and thing of manure, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah, and it's on this like plain sort of like canvas bag, locally sourced.
Locally sourced manure.
Yeah. Building yourself a little fort there.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
I don't know why you wouldn't try the door.
I mean, looking for an oubliette.
You want me to open the back of the van and fly out?
No!
Yeah, me neither.
Persephone has stopped the car. I told her to stop the car.
I mean, the point is I wanted to find one in the van. I didn't find one in the van.
And you did a good job looking.
I did not.
I mean, you did.
Acheron just like...
Well, you know, Slip, it's okay. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Right.
I just like I the manure pile. Like, yeah.
If we didn't
It
have
does.
things to do and places to be, Slip, I would offer to put a lid on your fort. But come on, we got
this,
things to do and
right?
places to be.
One thing that will be noticed, the manure is mixed with blood. Because you guys would have seen this when you've gone to the garden. Roland would not, because he's never been to the garden. But, like, Acheron feeds their plants with blood. So, like, the fertilizer is the same. And so it's just iron and shit smell coming from that corner of the van. You know what I'm saying?
And, like, chopped up people.
Yeah, it's a wreck in those bags.
All right. So you guys
Instead of Chop Suey, it was Chop Susie.
Susie Ann, actually. What was that say?
So you want me to look for an oubliette out here?
Outside.
Yeah. All right.
Acheron is like, I don't understand.
Before, are there windows in the back of the van?
Just the two back doors.
Yeah, so he just gotta plaster shut the glass and just like give a real good look around before he gets out.
Literally, like.
And then he's gonna like grab the handle and just crack it back, just crack it open, just slide out like a noodle, and then shut the door behind him, and just crawl across the ground as quietly as possible as I search the nearby area for an oubliette.
Just watching Slip inchworm along, like, yep, I respect this man.
Yeah, he's full fucking you'll never get me crawling around like a worm.
There's something I think the Mission Impossible music is playing in Acheron's head as she watches him like crawl around and do rolls outside, you know, behind bushes and such to find the oubliette.
All right, so if it is wits and awareness to look for an oubliette opening out here, I got a 3.
Yep. And for some strange reason, that's going to work outside, not in the moving vehicle. Can't imagine why.
Try.
I had to try.
It's a pocket dimension transporting weird tunnel. You have to try.
I will say it would have been pretty badass if he just like put the key and then suddenly there's a portal to the fucking oubliette inside the van. It would have been cool.
He's just half of the glove box. You guys aren't gonna fucking believe this.
Dive into this burlap sack of fertilizer.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping for.
Just crawl on in.
Yep. Yeah.
So dumb.
Shiv, I apologize for nothing.
Oh god. It's just a little levity before the real bad shit happens, you know?
Yeah.
That's all that it is.
Oh, right, you're going in the... Yeah, behind a bush.
Yeah, I will tell Persephone to head to and sort of just like whispered in her ear the safe haven for Bahari for her to go there, and we'll find her.
I'd like you to
so
roll
that
for
she's...
Persephone.
Okay.
Wits awareness with an increased difficulty.
Okay.
Or...
I will say this right now. She can't blood surge, and she only has 3 dots. She is...
Okay.
She's technically still just a ghoul, so...
Wits and survival.
It's just as bad. It's worse.
Wits and survival will be at a lower difficulty than wits and awareness.
Yeah, she's got 2 dots for that. Is real bad. So I'll retcon that. And tell her to hold on, really quick above table. You after this, you wanted to go say some words to Nana. Yes, Barry? Okay, she's driven us to Nana's before. I will tell her to go there. Just because there's like with her dots, the success is nothing. So I'm gonna tell her to go to Nana's and wait for us there.
And you don't have to roll? You sure you don't want to roll? I will count it as an automatic fail if you don't roll, though.
Better roll.
Might as well.
Well, I guess
she hasn't got a beast.
No, she doesn't. But she has so little.
She
dots.
still gets bad results for a beast roll, though. But
yeah, she got a 1. She got 1 success, dear.
I can reroll on any of those.
I mean, she might as well take them. It's not great. We'll reroll 2 of those. It's a 2. I told you this, Shiv. I told you this. I preemptively told you.
I mean, it was completely possible for you to succeed at that roll and keep her alive, but I'm afraid Persephone is just driven off into that sunset. You get the feeling you're never going to see her again, but that's just a feeling. It's Persephone. She's tough. She's kind. She knows how to handle things. She's been in far worse situations than this. And what's the SI going to do to a kind?
She's been modded and has a bunch of weapons on her, so it's an interesting thing. Anyway, Acheron says that with the sneaking suspicion that she will not see Persephone again. And I think that she kisses Persephone on the forehead, and simply whispers to her, "Ahi ai lilitu." And that's it. All hail Lilith. That's what that means.
Ah, I didn't hear it properly then.
No, you're fine.
I heard something else, and I was like, "Whoa! Oh, what language is this?"
The language that World of Darkness made for Bahari. So yeah, that's all she says to her, and knows that it's, you know, probably gonna be the last she sees her. But she sends her off anyway.
No problem. And then, what are you all doing?
Follow Paranoid Slip into the oubliette.
Yerp.
Yeah, so again, just the top of his head and his eyes watching you guys from the oubliette hole.
Oh my god.
And then on your approach, he turns into a wet noodle again and slides down the stairs backwards.
I like to imagine Hatfield was the first to follow and just in time to watch him just liquid down the stairs.
I feel like Paranoid Slip is Slip in his true form.
Truly.
Yeah.
Silence of Death is activated, so it's soundless as he slides backwards.
Yeah, Hatfield just watching this with the tolerant bemusement of like, I'm not gonna laugh. We all have our moments, but this is kind of funny.
It's the like, how do I describe it is truly just a wet noodle vibe that makes Akron get a little bit of the giggles. You know? Like there's just a little bit of manic giggling coming from Akron.
Barry will say, Slip, you know, now that you're getting older, wiser, and more powerful, you should work on tweaking and improving your disciplines. Like, you know how Silence of Death is so effective at deadening sound and preventing people from hearing you when you sneak up or when you're sneaking around? Well, unfortunately, they can still smell you. If only there's some way you can augment Silence of Death to also prevent smell.
You know, I think the fertilizer's gonna cover any smell he had.
Akron reaches into their bag and pulls out a sort of like unisex, very expensive perfume, and just spritz. Just
Great, now it's perfume and shit.
well, it's expensive, so it definitely covers up at least the blood smell.
Oh, okay.
At least.
Alright, so, we would like to pop out in the La Sombra Primogen's place of existence. Right? Is that where I'm taking us?
Sure.
I mean, yo, Acheron, you're the one who wants to say hi, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I know normally at the Elysium, but I'm trying to be at the place he would be at when, you know, not being there, and I figure since they're all on red alert because like SI is around, that he would be at that spot. If you'll allow that.
Well, it's really mostly up to the dice, not me.
Okay. Well, I'll give Slip the location of that spot.
He just opens the menu at Elysium and we all just come flying out.
Out of the menu?
Yes.
Oh no.
Alright, not
I'm not
seen
impressed with
since...
today's specials.
And then, with energy not seen since Slip's original days as a craving coward, when he was shot and screamed and dove to the floor, he goes from perched and listening to crawling around on just hands and feet forward, as I will attempt to lead them to where they want to go.
Ooh.
Hey.
Ernest.
Huh. Well done. Very well done.
Feel that
You
will.
open You open the door, and once more, another not disused corridor, but an old corridor. There's moss growth, there are damp patches, there are small puddles, but it's quiet. You don't feel threatened, and by the time you reach the end, it was almost like it was a pleasant walk, despite what's been going on tonight, despite the amount of chaos surrounding you. You feel somewhat better. You may heal 2 superficial willpower damage. And you arrive at the location housing La Sombra.
Now, quick thing. I wanna for our currently fearing leader here. Because we were in the oubliette, does it count as him being in an hour in a safe place? He would no longer be paranoid.
I wouldn't say you've spent an hour in it. Well, I wouldn't say Slip spent an hour in a safe place yet.
Okay.
I mean, there was a very real chance we
Although-
opened. There was a chance we opened the door and it's fucking feral Nosferatu.
Yeah.
We're not safe
Yeah,
down
you're
here.
right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You are right. I did not count that as a fact. Yeah. That
So
counts
when
as
we
an hour in a safe
we get
space.
there, full of the
Hey.
labyrinth, just a little goblin man lifts a brick and like turns around, like holding it above his head. Full silence of death to mask my sound as I nervously take in the interior of wherever the oubliette opens into.
It's just a question. It is a very large, not empty room, but sparsely decorated. The chairs that are there are functional, not comfortable. They're not grand. They're just functional. Fireplace is obviously unlit. It is immaculate, as if it has not been lit, and it is just cleaned. And there, sat in front of it, legs crossed, almost relaxed, the most relaxed you've ever seen him, is Lorvan, reading...
Heart
God,
of
I wish I knew
Darkness.
better comedy books. Watching magnetized flat information diskette world.
Okay.
Wow.
So what happens is silence of death out of the hole. He's reading a book, so he's not looking anywhere. Silence of death out of the hole, no sound. Gonna get really close to him, and then just top of the head and eyes over the book.
I would like you to roll dexterity
Crazy.
and stealth, please.
Yeah, sure. You got it,
Against the
boss.
Somber Primogen. Amazing.
He's got it.
I can't get any more. Oh, well. Tie goes to the aggressor.
Crazy.
I get my
Not
dumb.
tie anymore.
Oh, hold up. I can do that too, fucker. Yeah.
All over sneaking up over a bush.
I'm gonna get killed now. He's gonna fucking blow my brains out.
Before Lorvan fucking loses his shit and brains the only Nosferatu left in the fucking city, Acheron steps forward and says, Lorvan, we've got much to discuss.
And initially, there's no reaction. But he does turn after closing the book. And he looks straight at you. You see his eyes dart and his head will turn slightly to look at Slip. And he is extremely surprised. But his eyes flick back to you once more. When did you arrive here?
Never left.
How did...
About a second ago, and really the how does not matter. I have something important to tell you. could be useful, and perhaps we can make an exchange. If you wouldn't mind speaking with me in private for a few moments.
Well, it must be extremely important if you've invaded my home at this time of the night. Because apparently we'd be offended at this time of the night, even though it's actually the day for us technically. So 4 o'clock in the morning is 4 o'clock in the afternoon and wouldn't really matter that much. But I'm going to be a bit of an arsehole because I'm the Sombra.
Yeah.
Freaking out about it.
Valid.
It's funny because I explained it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we go, and she means in private, like just her and Lorvan. So if there's like a room or a space, that's where she will follow him.
Yeah. He'll take you just, a little bit down the hallway, and there's this office space there. Very, very decadent office space. I mean, it's sparsely decorated, but the items that are there, obviously of great value. A rosewood desk that's ornately decorated, and all this bookshelves and just wonderful, immaculate furnishings. He sits down in front of you at the opposite side of a desk, gestures for you to take a seat on the other side.
I sit, and I say to him, right, so I recently found out about that item that Slip had. Fragment of Nord.
Indeed. Have you seen this?
No, but this is the important information that I'm going to give you here. It is currently residing at the core of his former labyrinth. I'm sure you heard the news about the SI.
I have. Very interesting business.
Yes. We were confronted by one Van Buren, who also is seeking out the fragment. Because of the position that Slip was in, he gave him the location. But I offer it to you now. In exchange for a name and location. Oh no, in exchange for a location of an individual.
How many others will you be making this same offer to?
Only you.
Are you lying?
Not at all. Akron
Okay,
has no intention
I'd
of
like
telling
you-
anyone else.
Charisma, persuasion.
I'm going to rouse for this. Rousing success. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna willpower reroll. What the fuck?
Oh, that's much better.
Well, I'm being so honest right now.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
6 suddenly.
yep. Like, absolutely everything. He just outright believes you. Very well. Very well. I can't remember the last thing you fucking said now. Shit.
So in exchange for giving him the location of the fragment, I would be giving I would want to receive the location of a person that is within his clan.
Who is it you wish to know the name of? Location of?
Above table, Roland. I need you to give me the name of the person that you're trying to revenge on.
Shrike. It's a
Shrike.
Sabat Lasombra named Shrike.
I know that you are no longer a part of that group, but we've had discussions that you still know who's who there. I need the location of a Sabat member by the name of Shrike. Shrike or Trike?
Shrike, like the bird.
Shrike.
Yeah,
Shrike.
Shrike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr.
Okay.
Tricycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need that man. Yeah. I need his location. He's caused great offense. He needs to be punished for it.
I can try for you. How soon do you need it?
As soon as is possible. I am getting certain affairs in order.
Very well. I make no promise that I can find this individual, but I do promise you that I shall at least tap the right people.
Good. You should know. The location is currently filled with red mist. However, Van Buren will likely be sending a ghoul to this location to receive the fragment for him. Perhaps you intercept this, or maybe you let Van Buren get his hands on it, and when he calls on me to return his fellow Tremere from the other side, you intervene.
Seems like a fair and reasonable bargain.
Mm.
I shall, of course, try my utmost to locate this strike. But the efforts may prove fruitless. The Sabbat are fractured, to say the least. One cell may not be in communication with another cell. They may not even be aware that the operations they are doing may hinder the Sabbat. It makes them an unpredictable enemy.
All right. Well, how long have you been with the Camarilla, Lorvan?
No one said maths was going to be part of this conversation. 4 years, potentially. 3 to 4 years.
The revolution is coming. At the very least, I'd like the assurance that you will be on the winning side. My side.
If your side is to be the winning side, then that is the side I shall be aligned with.
Good. It's going to get bloody.
I would expect no less. You will face interesting resistance.
Well, the strongest of us will survive. The rest will see themselves out.
Very true. Very true. If we are to survive these nights, we are to only be stronger, and we should only accept the strongest, the most capable. Those that make simple slip-ups, that is more dangerous. Look at your situation tonight. No doubt a simple slip-up has backfired.
I am more inclined to think that it was an attempt to stop us at the prevention of this rollout.
Potentially. Potentially. It would be foolish not to rule it out, but either way, this does mean you're making a name for yourselves these nights. Others will be coming for you if you survive this, and then more, and then more. But they will make you stronger. Or they'll kill you, and you were never worthy. Either way.
I think that the vibe from Acheron is that they're a person of conviction that they've been worthy their whole life, and that is not going to change. So there's that, like, it's not so much arrogance as it is confidence. And truly is confidence in, like, Hatfield, and confidence in this coterie and the things that we're trying to do. And I think there's an unspoken, you should be on our side or you will die out like the rest, because of the plague. And quite frankly, I'm sure it's not remained a secret for long, but the sort of Mithras whispers, that are probably floating around. So, it's like it's very that, like the king is coming back. So,
Elvis is coming back.
Yes, he's resurrecting from the dead in the form of Hatfield.
Well, thank you. Thank
So-
you very much.
Right. With that,
You're nothing but a hound dog.
right. With that, Akron will say, "We will be in touch."
Very well. Be safe. And if you find anything interesting on your travels, do let me know.
Always. And I will exit.
Be careful on the way out. Don't you step on my blue suede shoes.
Enough. That's enough. Yeah.
If I do
Akron-
one more, what? Are you going to send me to the jailhouse and I'll be doing a jailhouse rock?
So I gotta meet the fucking rest of the group because this guy's fucking around. I say my business is handled. Let us press on.
I imagine the rest of us just engaged in like the awkward staring contest of I'm not gonna touch anything if you don't touch anything. You don't touch anything, I'm not gonna touch it.
Oh no, Slip is back in the hole. Forehead and eyes.
I mean, at this point, has it been the hour of safety?
It has. It was before that. He's just doing this now because it's Slip.
I mean, honestly, paranoia is valid under these circumstances, if not now, when?
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah. It does also add a layer of safety for Lorvan that we're not like exiting the home to leave. We're going back through, I guess, the oubliette, the hole. So like nobody saw us go in, nobody saw us come out.
We
So
were
there's
never
no,
here.
Yeah, the blowback
Efficient.
isn't there. Yeah.
All right, where do you guys want to go?
All right. Well, Barry's not in his seat, but we were supposed to go to Nana's. So he could
sure.
say. Yeah.
This point, I don't want to go to Nana's. I want to go to bed.
As we disappear down the dark tunnel,
Okay.
walking away from the camera.
Fade to black.
Up to show.
I mean, I'm happy to call it in here, but we literally can't end the stream until Noscavian's back, who is now keeping me
that's
awake.
True. Oh, well. So how did it go in there?
Yeah, how did it go?
Well, went well. Made it as a
Okay.
deal.
Ooh, I like deals. What
Yes.
kind of deal did you make? Crawling ahead of everyone, by the way, like hands and feet,
Yeah,
hands
yeah,
and feet.
Or a location of an individual.
If you're making a deal with a Lasombra, you know it's probably not going to be hell.
I
You
have
see
assured
like a
them.
keen, like piercing look in Roland's eyes.
Yeah. I have assured their I have been assured of their efforts. I have given something in return for this location. handy to have La Sombra around when they are still connected to their former sect. And I think it's in that, saying that, that Akron is like being very meaningful about that so that you understand what they were doing and that this wasn't actually like a selfish move. It was for you.
Yeah, you would see his eyebrows raise in like recognition and shock, and he says, "You all right? I guess they could be useful." And he gives you like a look, like a "we need to talk later" kind of a thing.
Yeah. She like honestly, she just at that point, like she will just go to you and put her hand on your arm of kind of like, we will talk later. And then she looks at Slip and goes, Slip, I know damn well you are not scared anymore. Get up off your hands and knees. You look ridiculous.
I mean, he's in his element. Leave him alone.
Is he? He's pressed to the floor.
Yeah, he can crawl around in his tunnels if he wants. He's the custodian here.
I suppose.
Glance back and hiss.
See?
Keep going.
He's feeling himself.
It's fully a playful hiss. Like,
Yeah. This man is like one of his rats.
do what I do, baby.
But that is also said playfully, you know.
Yeah.
A few clothed rats travel along.
Scuttle off into the darkness away from the camera.
On that note, I'm going to go to bed. Thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for coming and playing. This week we will go in order of more signal code, starting with Hatfield. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Beep, beep, beep. The daybreak you have reached has been disconnected. Please try again after the tone. I don't know who I am. My brain is soup.
You're an author. You're
yes.
You're an artist.
I was about to say I'm an artist, but I literally my tablet that I was drawing on just slid out of my lap and fell onto the floor. So I'm a professional. I'm a professional at everything I do.
You stream on your own channel.
Yes, you can catch me over at Daybreakathon, where I stream whatever I want, whenever I can. I've written a couple of fantasy novels that I highly recommend you check out. I worked very hard on them. The third one should be coming out sooner or later, as soon as I finish getting it ship shape. I did the character art for the characters who have art. My commissions are open if you'd like me to do some art for you as well. You can find me here now doing this, and also some other times playing other characters around here. It's a very good time. It's always a good time. My dog has come running to say hello.
Hello, Peppers.
Get my tablet off the floor.
Slip, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Yes, I'm Slip of Clan Rizferatu. I stream over on my own channel. It's been a lot of Monster Hunter and Pal World lately. I recently betrayed a good friend of mine live on stream. It was a really good time for most of us. I'm here Mondays for Shadowrun. I'm here Fridays for VTM. I stream 4 days a week, sometimes 5, but over on my own channel. And I look forward to being involved in more things here in the future.
So much to come. Barry, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
My name is Scavian. I play Barry on VTM on Fridays, Jason on Shadowrun on Mondays. I'm looking to get into some Chronicles in the near future, and I have friends who write books, such as our very own Daybreakathon, Wardbreaker, and Windswept. I have a friend who published her first book, Bloodlust, as part of the Bloodletting series, T.A. Lumley, and Obelisk, my friend who goes by Solus, wrote Obelisk, The Long Dream.
Very nice. Roland, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I'm Dead Western. Really don't do a lot. Mostly just play Roland here on Fridays and the occasional one shot or whatever Shiv wants to throw me into. But aside from that, don't really do much online. But if you want to chat or you want to hit me up, you can find me in the Discord. Oh, that reminds me, Shiv, mention the merch.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Acheron, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Hey, yeah, hi guys. You can find me here on Table of Horrors, where I play all kinds of characters. Akron on Fridays, Nexus on Thursdays when that starts up again, and Morningstar in our Shadowrun game on Mondays when that starts up again. There's also other things in the future, not just from our lovely storyteller Shiver Bathory, but also from some of the other people that are here on this channel. So look forward to it. I'm also part of Lanyap Gaming. You can find all of our VODs for previous things, one-shots, campaigns, all that shit on YouTube. Future things are coming. They're in the works. Where things are happening. So look for that if you're interested in more actual play stuff. I also do spicy content. If you're into that sort of thing, all that shit is in my links. Check it out if you want. All that I ask is that you be respectful, or else.
Mentioning the merch because the merch store that we currently have, which you can find a link for down below, as well as a link to our Discord, YouTube for previous episodes, and audio version episodes in the chat over there and down below. But the merch store is probably going to be moved over very soon, maybe in like the next day or two. So if there is anything you are oohing and ahhing over, go and grab it now because this is your last chance. If you're watching this on YouTube, how is the future? Did any of the humans survive? What are memes like? We'll find out next year. Did the ants take over? Or did the dolphins win? We'll go raiding on Rocal Studios, who are playing Dungeons and Dragons. It looks like they're still going. I think they're still going.
Maybe.
I'll play it safe and send you to Baba Ganoush. He's a good guy. He is playing Labyrinthine. Tell him the Table of Horrors sent you, and he'll be like, who the fuck's that? Be great. Hilarious fun. Thank you all for coming. We'll go raiding now, but legally, morally, objectively, we can't go until Noscavian says the line.
Yeah.
Nice.
Different one.
Stay a while and glisten.